Welcome back into Game Fanatics to our continuing Let's Play of The Rootrees Are Dead. Let's jump right back into it. Alright, so last time we made a big amount of progress over here. What else did we get for new evidence, though? No, we didn't get anything else. That's right. Figured them out, and that was the end of it. We need another hint. Unless we can find out more about the Hudsons. WRTD, that sounds interesting. WRTD? WRTD News is your local investigative jazz radio station. During their news segment at 45 minutes on the hour, they've been talking about the plane crash. The most recent hour, they also talked about a picture taken from Carl's office after the plane crash and promised an interview online with a psychologist. During the interview, it's revealed it wasn't a break-in. Instead, someone with a key to the office took the picture after discovering the pipes burst due to a recent storm. It means it was likely someone close to the family was aware of the photo's history and wanted to save it. The psychologist, however, also goes on to posit the culprit had an alternative agenda, specifically because nobody in the family has come forward to say they have it in their possession. A comment below the article says, "Don't believe their lies. This is another instance of the Roottree curse being real." Alright. Here we go. There's a long, rambly conspiracy website with very small, very red text on a black background that says that the Rootrees are cursed. It has been very recently updated with the following. Important update. With Carl and Brenda and their girls, that makes 5 new deaths. Not only that, but 3 of the 5 presidents of the Roottree Company have died mysteriously. They say Guy's car was hit by a drunk driver in 1982, but nobody was arrested. Wait, Guy is one of these 2. We know that. And he would have been 3rd president? And then we know that Ernie Madsen Jr. stepped down. Was he poisoned? Now, just this week, Carl died in a plane crash. This cannot be a coincidence. It was Ernie Madsen Jr. I'm assuming it's the 4th president, but I don't know where on the tree Ernie Madsen Jr. would fall. Maybe on this part? There's another entry that claims that if you connect the dots in the pattern of the 5 pieces wrapper, it creates a Mayan ruby skull, a secret message meant to subliminally scare people away. Subliminally. The post before that has a link to a site that talks about how Earth has 4 corners, simultaneous 4-day time cubes. The author of this site seems to agree. An entry from a few months ago claims that the owner of the site received an email from Chris Raff75 at prodigy.us asking him to take down his site with faked proof that Ernie Madsen Jr. actually had a heart condition and wasn't poisoned. So Chris Rafferty? The owner claims that although the proof looks quite credible, he knows that the proof was fake because he's an expert at creating fake evidence. The first entry is from 1996 and has a blurry picture of the Roottree Candy Company factory, seemingly taken by the website's author from behind a fence and through some trees. It seems that Operation RT-29 is real. I witnessed a helicopter land on February 29, 1996. The website footer says all images and ideas by Thomas Overwood. Thomas Overwood seems to have a few different sites about mysterious deaths and curses, in addition to the Roottree Curse website. You also find one about the truth behind Spirit Cola, which claims that Spirit really stands for Satan's plague is returning in 2000. And then the year 2000, anyone who has drunk Spirit Cola will die. Another website is Stock Markets and the Devil's Numbers, which claims that if you multiply any stock's price by 666, then also multiply the current year by the same stock price, then add those two numbers together and divide the entire total by the stock price, and finally subtract the current year, you'll always end up with 666. It's just a math problem. Nothing Wait, you begin to read this site and come to the conclusion that the words "no relevant results" isn't a strong enough description for what you're seeing here. It's a massive column of technical terms that aren't real and confusing rants you can't find any meaning in. Regardless, it won't help you with your search. Okay. We know Ernie Madsen Jr., nothing interesting. You find a few conspiracy websites that claim the Mayan ruby skull is a symbol for death. The alleged proof is a blurry photo of a reddish shape that is supposedly a cave painting from South Africa. According to legend, discovered beneath the painting were bones from hundreds of different people and animals. One site also mentions a photographer who took the picture died when their boat capsized after crashing into a skull-shaped rock. Amongst the spinning skull gifts, you find no source of verifiable evidence. The blurry photo looks more like an egg than a skull. Okay, I feel like this has been a giant waste of time. Other than learning about Guy being the third president and Ernest Madsen Jr. or Ernie Madsen Jr. being the fourth, I don't know anything else. The conspiracy site had one thing that might be useful. Maybe the email address? There we go. You find a simple page called The Art of Rafferty, copyright 1997, on Prodigy that lists the author's email address as Chris Raff. Below a bunch of GIFs that say under construction, there are a few art pieces. The first is a painting capturing me and my fence Lulu, or fiance Lulu. A painting I did for my first year of college that I plan to give her when we get married in May. Go Tartans. There's an odd collage called Cousins, which seems to be made up of 3 scrambled images. The accompanying artist statement says, "We had to create a piece of art about our family. I asked as many of my extended family of cousins for their pictures as I could, even some I've never met. Only a few of them got back to me, and my teacher said I wasn't allowed to use pictures of his Roottrees sisters. So I had to get creative and use only my third cousins. This includes Davy, he swims for Yukon, and Bethany's yearbook picture. She's Davy's younger sister. And Stephanie, who is an only child. Chris's artwork has been added to your evidence, but the cousin's photo will need to be unscrambled before you can use them. You've downloaded a new application, PixPop, to edit the photos. Huh. This art piece was found on the portfolio of college student Chris Rafferty. I'm guessing. Anyways. He is talking about cousins. This is kind of cool. Hey. Oh, this is gonna be hell. What am I missing up? Oh, the shirt in the middle. Duh. Oh boy. Oh, this is not going to be easy. What the hell? No. I don't know how to fix it anymore. Like, that needs to go over there, but I don't know how to get it over there without doing like this. Then this won't line up because this is going to go down at the same time this goes down. Yeah, skip this puzzle. Sorry, I do not know how to get that together. That is not a puzzle I could do. 3 pictures were scrambled as part of Rafferty's cousins. Alright, so... Okay, so Chris used pictures of third cousins. Kellogg's? Davy, Bethany. Yeah, so they're Kellogg's. So, maybe she married a Kellogg? The reason why I'm guessing there is we still know nothing about here, but there's no 2 children. There's here, but it would be based off of the male son, and that's the only one left where we could fit in 2 kids. They're siblings. But also this now tells us that his info or her info is wrong. Feel bad doing this, but I want to see if this picture is even correct, or this person is even correct as Christina Roottree. It's not looking likely. Yeah, so I'm thinking this is wrong. This person is wrong. We have to get one more before we can lock in anyways. Alright, and the other one's Stephanie, who is only a child. The only problem is figuring out who Stephanie is. I have no idea where Stephanie would fall on this tree. She could be there, or she could be either of these. Actually, she wouldn't be there. She'd be one of these. She's an only child. Alright. In some of her diary entries, Laura mentions Miracle's other son. Was he? Is Elias M. Roottree really mentioned? Maybe it's really not Elias Roottree, but it's one of the other ones. Nope. Can't figure out who he is. Why is his photo not locked in? Alright, so it says something about her journal mentioning the other Miracle's other son. So let's review. See what we can find out. So that's where we were talking about her father and Sarah Causal. Lauren's father was in the next generation, Lauren's generation, the Free Spirits, generation after Lauren's. Aunt Margot. Aunt Margot would be Margolite. Where we learned about her husband, Wild Bill Williams. Where we learned about Zach taking over the family business. Okay, maybe something here. An entry entitled Sam from Lauren Roottree's diary. Our previous entry, you learned that Elias Roottree had given in to his wife and announced that Sam, an obscure relative, was to be included in family gatherings. That's where we learned about Samantha Roottree. Granny had 2 sisters, Granddad had a brother. I was told trim their branches from the family tree, so why is Sam special? Nothing adds up. And I'm not the only one to realize. Angie summoned all the next gens to a secret meeting in Zach's office. Gwen's in Paris, but the rest of us, including Miracle's boys, spent ages trying to unravel the mystery. I didn't recognize Sam at Uncle G. So we know that one of Miracle's boys was one of the ones in the photo. And that photo is this one here. So we know he's one of these two. This one, or he's this one. We just don't know which one. Killing me because, like, I can't figure it out. And that's it. So I don't know. Eli, Miracle's youngest, not my brother, even chimed in, apparently when he was riding his mini bike alongside the farm a few weeks ago. Sam gave him some old tools and taught him how to make the bike's engine faster. None of us think that proper for a multitude of reasons, but Eli certainly seemed thrilled. Which is where we get him being Elias M. mechanic, and him being one of these two. What did Chris Rafferty go on to do? I didn't mean to disconnect. Artist? Nothing. I have no idea. Suggests he's in college, though. This one's really bothering me, guys. Figuring out this one here. They make it abundantly clear that Eli's into being a mechanic. They bought the Wilkins into the Wilkins family through marriage, the mechanic shop. Their daughter Tessa becomes a mechanic. I would think that makes sense, but I don't know. I feel like I should have the next 4 done, but nothing's locking in. So we have to carry on. About their music. I don't see anything else about Miracle's other kid. This has to do with Sam. Can only wonder if Clark's apparent disrespect for marriage is due to the lack of a real father. I did what I could, and Lord knows Eli C. stepped up and helped more than I can say for Clancy or Edward. This is where it makes me think that Clancy, Edward, and this is actually Edward Roottree instead, and he'd be one of the brothers. And this would be Eli C. But I don't see a picture for one of them. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on here. We'll figure it out. We'll make some more progress, guys. I mean, we found some information out today, but not a ton. Hopefully we can lock these in next time. We'll try and figure out somebody else's information on the family tree. And hopefully we'll get some lock-ins on the next episode. That's going to be it for now, guys. I got to get ready for work. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day. And I will see you again next time.